What it is, everybody? What's good? Welcome back to another epic episode of ISTHEMBU. You are with the real Newsy Nasmic, the MC with the Hennessy skim sized Lalela. Today we're bringing the freshest, the latest, and the happenings. You can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course your YouTube. Not forgetting the one, the only TikTok. We are a show called ISTHEMBU, and it is CMTV Live. Danko. Today, as you know, Bafetu, on the show called ISTHEMBU, we do have an exciting jam-packed session, or rather show. It is going to be lit. We don't know what's going to be happening. The nice thing about this is that we are not having any marriage, any lobolas, any fiancés, but today it's all about umakwapeni. So Mjolo, the pandemic is going to be showing us flames. You guys can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and of course your Instagram. If you ain't here, then what are you doing? We're definitely going to be introducing a guy called Udi. He's from Santon, and we are going to be welcoming him onto the show. D? I'm good. What's up?
I'm alright.
Are you good?
Hug?
Oh, okay. How are you?
I'm alright, thanks.
You can have a seat. Thank you for that hug.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm alright, and yourself?
I'm good. Please share a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you come from, what do you do, and tell the viewers why you're here.
Okay, my name is D Millie, but you could call me D. I'm Nigerian. I live in the north of Johannesburg.
Shout out.
And okay, I'm also into media. Like I used to rap, but I haven't like done music in a couple of years now. So we're just here to have fun. Just here for the show, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're here to have fun. You're here to showcase what you got. Can you please just kindly share with us, because you mentioned that you're a rapper, just drop like a 6-bar, young 6-bar.
Do you really have to do that now?
I mean.
Okay. Haters can hate, argue like it was a debate. I'm trying to relate to the past. I could ride on a slate. I rhyme in the dark, cause that's when the demons can see me. They smell like Minnie, where I jump off like Minnie. Just something.
Boo, 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 boo. You heard it. That was great. That was dope.
Thanks.
So, welcome to the show. I mean, you wrote to us. You are looking to share your story with us.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, and who's the main, how did you meet one of them? Let's go direct into that.
Okay, actually, I'm just trying to okay, I'm in 2 relationships, right?
2
relationships, yeah. So I'm trying to make my first girlfriend meet my second girlfriend. I'm trying to make it like peaceful. I'm trying to see how we could all just agree that we're all dating and it doesn't have to be cheating. So that's what
okay.
Yeah.
So your story is that you are currently in 2 relationships.
Exactly.
Are they both working out?
Okay, they don't know. So I'm about to make it known to them today.
Okay, and these relationships to you, are they working out?
Fairly enough, yeah.
Okay, how long have you been with the first one?
3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months?
Yeah.
And you are in another. How is this working out? Okay, share a little bit about that.
It's a bit complicated. It's a bit complicated, but yeah, okay. I've been talking with the new girl, right, for over a year, but we haven't really met in person.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got into a relationship with the first person, and now somehow I go to meet up with the person I have been talking with since, and I'm just trying to see how we could just make the whole thing work out.
Okay, so what do you think they would say if they would to find out that you're trying to bring them together?
I guess we'll have to find out. I'm not so sure.
Okay, and are you going to be giving them a timetable to say, I'm seeing you on this day, I'm seeing you on that day?
Okay, I've never done this, right? But let's just see how it works. I really do want to be with both of them. So I want to try to work it out. I'll explain to them both, and I guess I'll just have to take it up from there.
Okay, and what would you say if it does not work out? What would you say if one was to say, you can keep her, or I will leave, or I will stay and she will go? What would you say? Would you then get another one to replace the second one or the first one?
Nah, if one of them isn't having it, I guess I'll have to be with the other one.
Are you married?
I'll try.
Yeah. You try.
I don't want to like.
Okay,
I don't want to
hustle.
say. Of course, I'm a hustler.
Okay, no, that's great.
Course, yeah.
Well, there you have it, Buffet. So it is what it is. Before it was what it was. We are introducing a 4-month relationship with another 1 month, but have been talking over a year. It is what it is. Before it was what it was. Buffet, so you're still stuck with the real news in Asmic, the MC with the Hennessy scheme sized. When we come back from the break, Lalela, Zizo Kala, Zizo Shua, do stay tuned. Welcome back from the break, Buffet. So it's the show that makes things happen on CMTV. You can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course your YouTube. Not forgetting the one, the only, TikTok. As I mentioned, Uti Zizokala, we are introducing Mjolo on top of Mjolo, so you don't know how it is going to turn out. Of course, you're still stuck with the real news in Asmic, the MC with the Hennessy scheme sized. Lalela, you had Story Saga D, whereby he was telling us that this is rather going to be an exciting thing because it's his first time doing this and he's not sure what's going to happen and how is it going to pan out. But of course, you guys can definitely stay tuned because no, it does not end here. What we are going to do right now is we're just going to keep them in suspense, right, D? We are not going to tell them they are in the show called ISTHEMBU because we don't want to then shock them the first time, right? What I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to call your first main or your main.
They both mains.
Oh, they both mains.
Yeah.
So you're going to call the first girlfriend that you was in a relationship with. Then from then onwards, you will let her know how it's going to pan out, why you're here, and why you brought her here. But before we do that, we are just going to have a conversation with her and whatever the case may be, okay?
Yes.
Is that fine?
No problem.
Are you nervous?
Nah, I'm good.
You good? I
always
love your
good.
spirit. I love your spirit. Anyways, Bafetu, can we just then introduce the one, the only, Miss Boosie? Hi, B.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Please grab your mic just behind you, so we can hear. I've got a feeling that you've got this lovely voice. You know.
I'm flattered. Thank you.
You're very beautiful.
Thank you. Sorry.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us. Please tell us a little why.
No,
Come on.
nothing. It's just I'm surprised why he brought me here.
Okay. Well, he's going to tell you that. So please kindly share with us who's Busi, Ubuya P, what do you do, and how do you know this guy over here?
Okay, so my name is Busisiwe. I'm from KZN, but I'm residing here in Joburg. I'm a student at the University of Johannesburg, and I met D here around Johannesburg as well. He is my man.
Oh. Wow, you heard that. He is my man. Statement of the day. That's very nice. So please kindly share with us, how did you guys meet?
So we met. I was on my way from school, and obviously I got off from Bree to go to my res, and we met there by by KFC Bree. I bumped into him, and we just made eye contact, and one thing led to another.
That's nice. Would you say this was love at first sight?
Probably. I was sure I wanted to be with her from the first day. So,
And how long have you been together?
3 to 4 months.
Hey. Okay. That's interesting. And how would you rate your relationship currently from a scale of 9 and 1? 9 being the highest, and then 1 being
Obviously, no relationship is perfect, so I'd say 7 over 9.
You heard that. And how
Thank you.
about you?
Pretty much same.
Okay. No, that's perfect. What is it that you like about Ubusi?
Everything.
That's interesting.
Everything. Yeah,
That's interesting.
everything.
What is it that you like about your guy?
He's very understanding and very calm. I feel like he understands me the most. Yeah.
That's beautiful. This is a beautiful love story, guys. We would love to dig into more. But of course, the matter at hand, that the reason why we are here, I think I would like to give it to you. Please do kindly share, why are we here? Why did you write to the show? And how is she going to be either a positive or a negative impact in this whole thing? Please do kindly explain to B.
Okay.
Are you enjoying the show? Do you want to advertise your business and reach more people? Get the details right here on screen and fetch your life.
Okay, so what I'm about to tell you, I need you to really like take it easy and try to listen before reacting in any sort of way. We've been together for about 4 months, right?
Yes.
And we really haven't had like any big fight or anything. I'm sorry to say this. There's someone I'm talking to. Okay, there's someone I have been talking to, actually even before I met you, right? But I actually started talking to this person from home. I was home at the time. Yeah, so when I got to SA, I live in Johannesburg, and she wasn't like around. She was back in KZN. So for some reason, we never met in person. But we, continued talking and talking and talking. And just recently.
Okay, so Dee, how long have you been seeing this person?
It's just been about 3 weeks.
3 weeks while you're still with me. How is that possible?
It's a little bit complicated.
So you love me and you love her?
Like I said, it's really a bit complicated.
How? Uncomplicated for me then?
Okay, like I said, I have been talking to her from home when I was in Nigeria.
So why did you make him move to me?
Because at the time we were not talking anymore. At the time it was like things were never going to happen.
And then you guys just met and have sex together?
Not exactly. You know how these things happen. One thing leads to another thing. It wasn't like the intent on the day, but one thing led to another thing.
Are you sure you love me, Dee?
Of course I do.
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, I do.
I'm not sure. But what am I lacking, or what does she have that I do not have?
Like I said, when I was asked what I liked about you, I literally said everything. So
it doesn't make sense.
It's not like you're lacking. It's just like it's even confusing for me, right, to be honest. But like we were really talking really deep. I feel like, okay, no disrespect, but I feel like I communicate better with her than the way I communicate with you.
So the entire 4 months we've been doing nothing. This communication that I think is great, so to you it's nothing.
It's great, but
not as much as hair.
Exactly.
Have you been? I'm so sorry. I know how tense this is and how difficult it is for you, and how heavy and emotional it is for you. But I just want to find out from you, Dee. Have you guys been intimate?
Yeah.
As in this 4 months?
Yes.
Okay. And since you guys have been intimate, and then do you guys use protection?
Yes.
Do you use protection with the other person?
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about this? Please kindly share with us how you feel and how you're looking at this. How do you think it came about?
This whole their relationship and our relationship?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't make me feel good at all, because even if we do use protection, but there's some oral sex involved. So I believe the diseases can be transmitted around that. And I thought he loved me. I thought the conversation was good. I thought, no, shut up. I thought the sex was good, but you can't bring someone else and while everything is perfect, you can't do that.
Have you ever imagined yourself having to share your man?
No, never.
Okay. And you mentioned to us that this is your first time doing this. What is it that came to your mind? What is it that you were thinking about that you had to wake up and take the decision to say, I'm going for this. This is what I'm looking to do, and it should work out?
My whole life, I never ever thought or believed you could really be in love with two people at the same time. But that's like my reality right now. It's actually what's just happening right now. So, to be honest, I'm just trying to see if we could all just work things out and all be together and be happy.
So to you, it's just a game. You just want to see
not a game.
Which one is going to work out. What if it doesn't work out to us? What am I going to do?
But I can't afford to lose any of you.
Oh. So am I allowed to have another person to back on?
Now that's another story.
So she can't then bring someone else?
Nope.
Okay.
That's selfish.
Okay, you think it's selfish.
Yes.
Okay, why do you think it's selfish?
Because she have someone to lean back on in case something don't work out to us. He have someone, you know. I don't have someone. I'll be left like stranded.
Okay, and before you were starting to see Udi, were you seeing someone else?
Yes, I was seeing someone else.
How long was that relationship?
It wasn't long. I think it was probably a year. And the person is back home, so I don't see him as much as I see him. So I was like, you know what? This is my soulmate. I'm going with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then were you able to release that other person that's in KZN to tell that person that you are now done?
Yes. During my December holidays, I just told the person that, you know what? I found someone and I'm done with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Dee, how do you feel? Knowing that now your secret is out?
I'm not sure how I feel, but I feel like letting it out has made me feel a little bit like better. It's not a good thing, but this is just where I find myself at this point in time.
Okay, no, I definitely see. So, as he did say, he's looking to add someone. So because he has already, broken that ice, I just might as well just share with you that this is the show called ISTHEMBU, whereby he then can take whoever that he wants, and he wrote to us wanting some help so that we can be the mediator of his relationships and also assist him in whatever that he wants to share. So he had this big secret and he wanted to share it with you. So now that it's out, how do you feel? What is your plan?
Well, I feel betrayed. I feel insulted that he had a sexual intercourse with another girl. And honestly, that's break my heart. I really love Dee, and I don't know.
Okay. And Dee, how would you support these two women? I think everybody else wants to know and wants to find out. How are you going to support them?
Okay. First of all, she knows I take very good care of her. And even my new girl knows I take good care of her. So I don't really have like a plan in hand, but I just want to make them both happy.
All right, so you want to make them both happy and you don't have a plan as yet?
No written plan.
Okay,
but
so
I
it's
got
not written.
ideas. I got ideas of what I could do.
Okay, no problem. All right. Would you like to see this person?
No, but no, I wouldn't.
Okay. Are you willing to accept Udi's decision?
No,
What's it going to be?
it's either me or her.
What is it that you want to tell your guy?
Is that I love you and I've been with you. I left someone home, someone good, someone who was going to take care of me and my family back home for you because I thought you were my soulmate. But if you're going to choose her, because you can't have both, you can't have us both.
Why not?
I'm too good to be to share you.
Why not give it a try?
I can't.
Have you ever tried something like that before?
No, and I don't wish to.
This is always the first time.
No ways. I feel like something like that.
Okay,
it
why not-
decreases
why
the
not-
worth of a woman.
Why not meet her first and see what type of person she is?
How is that going to change that you love her and you love me?
But that's the situation right now.
Dee, can I ask you,
Yeah.
is this love or lust?
Thank you.
I think it's love.
It's love.
Yeah, because I mean they both. I have like a soft spot for them both in my heart.
Okay.
So,
So you do believe that it's love?
affirmative. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's perfect. We are going to be going on to a quick break, but as you saw, it was emotional, it was distraught, it was yasini busy color, busy lila, but then it does not end here. We are going to have the main / Makwapeni into the show later on after the break. So we are going to then ask you to do stay tuned. If you ain't here, then what are you doing? It is what it is. Before it was what it was. Zia Kala on the show called ISTHEMBU. Still stuck with the real Nizi Nasmik, the MC with the Hennessy Skim Heist. It does not end here. Zizo Kala. Lalela. Welcome back from the break, buffet. So it is the real Ntsiki Nasmik, the MC with the Hennessy scheme host Lalela, back on CMTV and your show, the most favorite one, called ISTHEMBU. It is what it is. Before it was what it was, as you definitely saw. Yeah, I know ziyakhala kule shows ziyakhala, but of course we want to bring in the heat and see if we can be able to solve it. So we are definitely going to be calling in the makwapeni, the girlfriend, the main, but then we are going to be getting on to the bottom of this. You're still stuck with the real Ntsiki Nasmik. As mentioned, of course, it is the show called ISTHEMBU. Can you allow us to welcome Nomfundo onto the show? Hi.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to our show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Are you shocked?
No, I'm not. I'm just surprised.
Okay.
Like, why am I here?
Alright, no problem. We're definitely going to be getting onto the bottom of that. So before we do that, I just want to find out who's Nomfundo, what do you do, where do you come from, and just share with us, because I mean you're very beautiful. So just share with us, how do you know this guy?
Oh, I'm Nomfundo. I'm from KZN. Right now, I'm still studying at Rosebank College. This is my boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, D, the boyfriend. All right. How did you meet D, your boyfriend?
I can say I met him on social media, on Facebook. Yeah, we've been chatting for a year, and then we met this year, and then we started dating.
I like the fact that you're blushing when you're talking about how you guys met.
Because he's my man.
I mean, that's very nice. That's very nice. But of course, he's not alone, as you can see. I'm not sure if you know her.
No.
You don't know her?
No, I don't know her.
Okay. Do you know her?
No.
Okay. No problem. So I'm just going to then, send it to D, your boyfriend, your man.
Yes.
So I'm just going to ask your man to kindly just share to you, why did he bring you here, and what is this about, and who she is, and yeah, let's see how that unpacks, and then let's find a solution if there is.
Okay, let me start by introducing both of you to each other. This is Nomfundo and this is Busi. Relax. Okay, we're here on the show because I'm in a relationship with you two.
What?
I know.
Don't sound surprised. Don't look surprised.
No, don't tell me what to do. Like, D?
I know. You remember while we were talking, I told you I got into a relationship with someone.
So why are you choosing to tell me in front of people? Why such embarrassment, man? Why are you doing this? Like,
I'm really sorry about the situation, but please don't twist my words. But I feel like I could be with you two both. In that way, it's not cheating if you know about her and she knows about you. While we were talking, there was a time we stopped talking for a long time. And that was when I met her. And she was like available. Then you were back home.
how long have you've been dating her?
Just 3 months.
3 months. We've been dating for 1 month. Like, what are you doing, bruh? What are you doing?
Would you like for me to step in?
Sure.
Okay, because I just want to find out from Nomfundo, I can see how disappointed you are and how this is not sitting well with you. So you're very pissed. I can tell from your expressions that you're very pissed and you're not understanding what is happening, and you're shaking in a matter as if ngati, there's just this edge of, being in disbelief. So how do you feel knowing that he is dating her? It's been 3 months. You guys have been dating for a month, couple of weeks, and how does this make you feel?
Right now, I don't know how I feel, but I'm just embarrassed. I'm just embarrassed. Because he could have called me and just told me this. Not in front of cameras, in front of people. You know, such embarrassment, man.
Okay, so you feel very embarrassed in a matter that he brought you in front of the cameras.
Yes.
And what is your say in regards to the situation that is happening? You knowing that unomuntu.
I think he must just choose and stop this nonsense. He must just choose who he wants and just continue with his life.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Busi, you have met Unomfundo right now. What are your emotions? What are you feeling? Tell us a little bit about that. You were shaking not so long ago. Asazi you wanted to trap somebody, or you were just in disbelief, in shock. Tell us, Uguti, how are you feeling?
I am in disbelief. I'm so embarrassed as well. But mostly, I feel so insulted by you, D. I didn't expect you to do such a thing, because when
I'm
you are with
sorry
me,
about that.
no, because when you're with me, there's no signs that is showing, that he's cheating with someone else.
Because you're special to me.
It doesn't feel special. This doesn't feel
Because
special.
you just had this. Haven't I made you feel special the whole time?
No.
Do you have any complaints
You made
in the last 3
I
months?
feel like my worth is decreased. I don't see myself so much worth like I did before. What are you doing? This is not fun at all.
I know. And I'm sorry about that.
You don't know. I just don't want to be here. I just don't want to see her. I'm so furious. No way. I'm so
No,
furious.
nothing's going to work. Like, nothing's going to
I
work.
love you both.
You do not. You don't call.
You know
someone
what,
you love like this. This is not.
I don't think I can
is
do
not how
this.
you
Like,
express-
D, it's over.
Come on.
It's over.
It is.
don't do it.
You don't see. You don't respect women. You don't see women. You know what you're doing.
Why wouldn't I respect
No,
women?
you don't
I
see
came
me.
to this world through a
You don't
woman.
see me as a woman. I feel less of a woman right now. So just, you know what? I can't. I can't do this.
No, I definitely understand. And D, I just want to then get back to you. I mean, as the man of this relationship, this is the polygamy that we are talking about. What are you hoping to get out of this?
I'd love to marry them both.
Oh, oh, that's interesting.
No
Play
ways.
both my bolas.
You want to marry both of them?
Exactly.
Okay, so when you marry both of them, because they are from KZN, and with the Zulu culture, it's very different, because now you need to then start with lobolas. I'm not sure how you guys do it in your culture and how you guys do it back in Nigeria. Just kindly share how that is going to unpack.
Okay, I've never been married, so it's also gonna be like a first time thing for me.
Okay.
So I don't mind like going through the due process, getting the cows, paying the labor. It's pretty much same in Nigeria. When you get married to a Nigerian girl, you need to go see the people and make certain payments, and that's it.
Okay.
How, D? You're still hustling, bruh. Like, you can't tell me you're going to maintain both of us. You're still hustling.
Have you ever asked for anything you didn't get?
It's different. Getting a cow, getting 12 cows for her, getting 12 cows for me. Not even her. Getting 12 cows for me, it's a lot. It's a lot. How can you afford that? You cannot afford
You
that.
let me worry about that. You think I can afford
You know, I
that?
cannot do this. I ran away from ISTHEMBU back home. I can't find ISTHEMBU here in Joburg.
In
It's not gonna-
Mjolo, imagine.
It can't happen.
So, Busi, if he was to propose to you right now on the show, in front of everybody,
Yes.
would you say yes?
No. I'd say no.
Why?
Because I don't trust him. He literally broke my trust. So in order for us to be together, he needs to dump him, and he needs to show that he was remorseful and he will never do that again.
Okay. Would you agree to marrying Uti?
No.
Why?
I don't think I'll be able to carry on loving him while I don't trust him. Once
Okay.
the trust is broken, like, nothing can ever happen again.
Okay. So you, because you know so much that he's currently hustling and he does not have any other external responsibilities, and he would then take care of you the very same way that he mentioned that he does support you. I want to find out from you, were you looking at him as maybe somebody that's going to sponsor you in regards to being taken care of,
Obviously.
money, clothes, the life in Joburg? Were you going to then go ahead with that, or did you really, really love him?
I would say I really loved him because I catched feelings before I met him. So, I just loved him.
That's interesting. So, what is it that you love most about Today?
Everything. D is so calm. He's so supportive. No.
D, what do you like about Nomfundo?
She's so beautiful and she says the right things at the right time.
Okay.
And she gives me peace.
Oh, okay.
So I do not give you peace, D.
Not exactly, babe. Not exactly.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure I have the right words to explain it, but if you let me, I could really make this work out. If you could give it a chance, I could really make this whole thing work out. That's why we're here. That's why I don't want to keep it to myself anymore. That's why it's no longer a secret. If I wanted to be cheating on you, we wouldn't be here. You get what I'm saying? So the reason I have both of you
I don't get
here,
what you're saying. What I get what you're saying is that you don't see us as women. You see us less of a women, that you need to combine us both to get a woman that you want. That's what I'm hearing from you right now.
okay, it might sound like that, but that's not what I really mean.
I think the main question that I want to find out is, where are they okay, so you want to marry them, ne? Let's go back to you wanting to marry them.
Yeah.
Both. And they are either or not even agreeing to that. Where would you keep them in terms of, after you have married them? Would they be living in the same house, or would they be in separate houses? How would that turn out?
I've actually thought about that. It would depend on them. If they have a great understanding, I feel like we could all live in the same house. Obviously different rooms, but yeah. But if that energy it's really going to be tense, then I think we would live in 3 different houses, because I wouldn't want to live with Busi while Nomfundo is staying alone and she'll feel some type of way, or I wouldn't want to live with Nomfundo and Busi is staying alone. So if they can't be in the same house, then we'll be in 3 different houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And Nomfundo, looking at the situation, how would you judge it?
Right now I'm out of words. I don't know what to say, but this is pure disrespect. This is pure disrespect.
So you feel disrespected?
Yes.
Okay.
Make it up to you. I promise.
I don't want to hear it, D.
Buffett, so there we have it. We are just going to be going on to a very quick break just to, get the emotions down, get everything down, and maybe try to even reach an understanding when we come back. So we saw the emotions, we saw how distraught the situation is, we saw how dire it is, we saw how less of women they felt, or rather Busi felt, and how embarrassed Unomfundo is, and of course the situation with Udi and him having to balancing it out. But of course it is what it is. Before it was what it was. This is the show called ISTHEMBU. We are going to try and bring peace together, peace and harmony, and if it does not reach to that, then we would have tried. But of course, don't go anywhere. We are coming back. Sayupuza Manzi. It is what it is. Before it was what it was. Danko. thank you for joining us once again, Bafethu. Welcome back to the show called ISTHEMBU, the show that makes things happen. It is what it is before it was what it was. We saw before the break, there's Kala, there's Detema, there's Lila, there's a loudspeaker. But of course, we are here to bring peace and harmony as in Denza Matando. It is what it is before it was what it was. You can still find us on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course your YouTube. Yeah, Ziakala. It is what it is, Buffet. We are going to be reaching a conclusion, and so, D,
Yeah.
please kindly share with us, my guy, what are you going to do from here? What is your next step from here?
It would depend on them both, but
Let me help you on that one, D. I, for one, I cannot do this with you. Yes, I love you, but I cannot do this with you. And it's over. I'm going.
I thought love conquers all.
Oh my God.
I guess Mchola is a pandemic, so I'm gonna follow her. Thank you so much.
Ow!
You too?
And just like that, and just like that, and just like that, D, how do you feel? How do you feel? I mean, they both dumped you on TV.
I'm not sure how I feel like. Maybe this was all the wrong idea. Maybe I could have just kept it away from them both.
Sure. What are you going to do from here? What are you going to do?
I think I'll still try communicating with them both to try to see if it would work out. Because I feel like they both still have feelings for me, and where there's feelings, then something could still happen.
No, definitely. Well, from us, we would like to thank you for coming onto the show, and we really do wish you all the best in everything that you are going to be doing, as long as your secret is out and they both know how much you love them and how much you are willing to go an extra mile for them. But we do hope that from us, this is definitely going to help you, and if you do need any further support, you're more than welcome to shout out, okay?
No problem.
All right,
I really
well.
appreciate you guys for having me here.
Absolutely a pleasure. Absolutely a pleasure. Well, Fetu, there you have it. It is what it is before it was what it was. Mjolo the pandemic. Ay, guya kala. Mjolweni bafethu. This is the show called ISTHEMBU, and this is how we wrap it up. Of course, on today's episode, it was lit. It was happening. It was sad as well that he got dumped. But of course, you were stuck with the real Nizi Nasmik BMC with the Hennessy skin size. Lalela. We will catch you same time, same place. If you were not here, then what were you doing? Danko is the place to be.